papagena. Tu le bella con la papaya.
Yeah, I can see why people really like that animation of him. So, they had a clip for regular sort of Lost tapes. And I saw it. And how was it? Animation kind of looks a little bit off, but they do have the expressions on model. What do you mean? I don't think this is in the same style as regular show. I mean, the backgrounds look the same, the characters look the same. It's just the animation. It looks weird. What kind of animation software are they using? Maybe they're innovating, I guess. Yeah, but are you sure this is the right way to do it? The animation looks stilted, at least from the clip that I saw. Rigby looked so weird, and Mordecai? Oh, I don't know what to say about Simpsons Articuno. The clip itself is basically promoting an episode about going to Skips' luau. Oh, so they're in the golf cart, taking out the trash during the daytime. Oh, so that must be just like the poster thing that we saw where they're holding the bobas. Yeah, but they seem to be not holding any bobas right now. Then we get some weird live action shot, which is kind of reminiscent to Party Tonight, which was basically a commercial they played way back then when regular show was in its prime. The voice actors are back. That's a good thing. What are we to expect for this? I mean, it's just a clip. I don't know if the entire series is going to be like this, but if it is, let's just hope the innovative art style is still as good as the regular show itself. So, I was able to get Stuart, huh? Yeah, everybody except Classic Bob. Yeah, but that's only because I misclicked the wrong item. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna play a Stuart. Okay. Hey! Yeah, I think it looks off because they're using different methods now. Like I said, Rigby looks weird. Someone mentioned them being puppet rigged, and I lost all confidence in it. But it doesn't look like it, thankfully. This was before it dropped, but yeah, the trees look different though. The trees look different! I didn't even notice that. That's my face right there, Stuart. Also, why didn't you, perform, that song from the climax of Minions, Eruption by Van Halen, and then you scream out, "Make it loud!" and then just destroy it. The trees actually look different. They're supposed to be like trees, right? Mordecai also has a floating unibrow when his face changes. What have they done to Mordecai? Zook, I know I don't want to say this, but I do not want to see Jeremy in that rigged animation, or whatever the blumug it is. Seeing Jeremy like that? Oh. Why don't we just play some Minion Rush? Stuart, get ready. I don't think it's rigged. Well, whatever software they're using, I don't know if it's rigged or puppet or whatever it is. It doesn't look like the style we're used to. Maybe they're trying to experiment with something. Well, we'll just have to see how it looks. Maybe at first glance, it doesn't look too good, but we'll get used to it as the show progresses. Maybe it'll be a much better style than we thought. And that's better than not getting anything at all. The ending makes me think it was just animated for a promo, not an episode. They literally said Skip's luau, so there's gotta be an episode about Skip's luau. We also see them in the golf cart with trash behind them, and is that not similar to the poster that we got, where they're doing the exact same thing, the only difference is they're not holding bulbas or wearing sunglasses? Either they animated that for like the commercial, or that's a legit sneak peek at what we're going to expect for regular show The Lost Tapes. Probably just for a promo as well. Who knows? I just want to see it happen. Rigby randomly singing about trash feels forced, but it's whatever. What? They usually rap about stuff like that. Weren't they not rapping about like a breakfast thing and picking up Margaret? I mean, it doesn't feel out of character for them. They were like sing about whatever random object and it wouldn't feel out of place. They're trying to keep the spirit of the show alive, which I respect that. We just have to get used to the animation style that they're using. I don't know what it is. Well, you don't think it's rigged animation. I don't know if is it puppet? We don't know. They're not explaining to us what kind of animation software that they're using. And Rigby somehow remembers the luau, but not Mordecai. Did Rigby become the smartest one out of the duo? Wouldn't surprise me. Oh, come on! I got an ad! What the heck? What song was that? Is that Creep by TLC? I don't know. We know there's going to be an Eileen-based episode. Well, that's good. Hey, there's a key! Phil? You're gonna get ads like this. And the premiere should be a 30-minute special, apparently. 22 minutes. Ah, that's what half-hour specials are, basically. Hey, Lux, welcome to the stream. What did I miss? You didn't miss anything. What's the key for? Yeah, I want there to be, like, possibly another clip for regular Should Have Lost tapes. Still, why did Mordecai look like that? I have no idea. And what was that live action thingy at the end? I don't know. It just felt so weird. The Mordecai's unibrow looked, oh my gosh. And why did Mordecai's eyes go like the Crash Bandicoot cross-eyed? And no, it's not because I have Crash Bash OST. He actually does it in the commercial. I wonder if we'll finally get a consistent park layout. We should have gotten a trailer. That's Warner Brothers for you. They just don't know how to market stuff. That isn't Teen Titans Go. Well, let's just see how they treat this show. And if it does bad in ratings, it's gonna get axed off just like Close Enough. A month away from the premiere, and this is the best we've gotten. Yeah. All we got was a poster, and then we got a teaser, and then a clip. Is this really the best they can do? Are they trying to keep it like a secret or something? As I said before, Warner Brothers is terrible at promoting stuff that isn't like Teen Titans Go or whatever. They just don't know how to market stuff. They don't. Warner Brothers does not do what Illumination does. They are terrible at marketing stuff or even showing promos and stuff. Why do you think regular show got low ratings? Because they didn't promote it enough. That's why it got the low ratings. If you wanted to watch the regular show episodes of season 8, you had to go on demand to watch them. How they treated regular show was awful. And they're not really doing it justice with the last tapes now, are they? And the worst thing is, the premiere is on a Monday at 9 a.m. when everyone is busy except toddlers. So I guess regular show replaced the slot for Cartoonito. 9 a.m.? Kids are in school! You couldn't do anything better than that? You couldn't do like 8/7 Central like you used to do? Back in the early 2010s, after Adventure Time would be regular show. 8:15 p.m. Why would you air it in the morning? That doesn't make any sense. Who is gonna watch regular show at 9 a.m. when kids are in school? Toddlers can't watch regular show. That's for preteens. What are they doing? JG finally tweeted after almost 4 years. Oh no. They finally released the full screen versions. Oh my gosh, what are they doing? What are they doing? Why would you have a new episode of regular show, The Lost Tapes, air at 9 a.m.? 6 if you're in the Eastern time. I don't know what they're doing. From full screen, animation looks fine. I watched it on a full screen and it's still the same. Maybe it's just me, but some people have to get used to that animation software, whatever they're using. I just hope that it stays true to the original, has the humor, and what we see in the clip, it's still doing that. It's just a different animation. Does the morning time slot mean the humor is going to be toned down and censored? Might just be the same animation as Close Enough. I wonder how long it took for JG to recover from his show being axed off, just to work on regular show again. I'm slurring on my speech. I have to eat something soon. Since it looks similar to regular show. Yeah, but Close Enough would look very different in terms of like having the human characters. At least they were fluid. This didn't feel fluid actually. You could tell that JG wanted to go back to regular show, especially with the references in Close Enough Season 3. And Close Enough in general. You can't even watch that episode again and not get teary-eyed because Cartoon Network Studios no longer exists. We Mau Mau fans got worse. A second season was confirmed and then the show was quietly cancelled. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they don't treat animation with respect. What is regular show? Animation. Well, JG did say he would return to regular show during an interview in 2022. What happened to Cartoon Network shows having their new episodes premiere on the afternoons? It was evenings they did that, Zook. As I said before, in the early 2010s, Adventure Time and regular show were in the prime time slot around like 8 o'clock. Reruns kind of played at the time of the afternoon, but new episodes were primarily during the nighttime. This is Cartoon Network's first original in years, but still. I should be excited. I mean, this is regular show. I love regular show. It's just, I'm just afraid with how they're going to treat this. I'd be more excited if it wasn't premiering on a Monday at 9 a.m. I think we all would be excited, but that's not what they want to do. Apparently, they just want to play regular show during the morning time. No offense, but aren't reruns of regular show airing, like, early in the morning, too? Yeah. Sometimes in the late 2010s, they did play regular show in the morning. That was like when I was about to go to school. They played Grave Sites. I mean, maybe if you had it at 7 a.m., that would make sense because kids are getting ready to go to school. But at 9 a.m., they're already in school. So you missed your opportunity right there. I assume for Europeans it'll air in the afternoon. Oh. Regular show The Lost Tapes is gonna lose ratings. It's gonna lose ratings. I kid you not. It's not gonna look pretty for them. And they're probably gonna say, oh, how are we losing ratings? What do you think happened? You put regular show The Lost Tapes at a wrong time slot when kids are actually in school, and you should have waited until putting it for prime time. I just don't know. Maybe it's a good choice, maybe it's not, I don't know. We'll just have to see how it does. It just doesn't make sense to have it in the morning. I get that regular show The Lost Tapes is also going to be on Hulu and HBO Max, but it doesn't change the fact that it's a Cartoon Network original and it should air on the channel. That's where it needs to get the ratings from. At least you could have at least put, like, a trailer out or something. You just didn't do that. Cartoon Network really held on to regular show because Gumball first came out on Hulu and Disney Plus, and Fiona and Cake on HBO. Dude, the catalog of Cartoon Network is literally extinct on HBO Max. Is there any source of any regular show on HBO Max? They don't have the episodes, they don't have the movie, so why is it going there? Only if they put the entire catalog of regular show can you put Lost Tapes. You can't have one without the other. That's terrible. It's like you can't have Despicable Me without the Minions. It just doesn't work out, man. It just doesn't. Weird comparison, but I'm playing Minion Rush. What did you expect? heard the episodes come later this year on HBO. So they're bringing regular show back? I won't believe it until I see it or they actually confirm it. Because I'm not renewing my subscription to HBO Max if they just bring in Lost Tapes and just leave the entire catalog of regular show alone. Guys, I think we're done. We got enough bananas now. Where's the Super Mega Ukulele power-up? That's what I want to see. No!
And things to do.
We got places to go. In their ads. Why is there a fish on a plate? Why did Jeremy get a shiny grubbin yesterday? I have no idea. Well, Kevin got the shiny Mega Charizard X. Yes, but it was unexpected to get a shiny Mega Evolution in Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket of all things. Please, more unhinged episodes like Season 1 through 3 and not Mordecai messing with everyone's feelings for the 100th time. Oh no, don't tell me there's gonna be like love, romance stuff. That was the weakest point of regular show. When it came to love, romance stuff, that was its weak point. Not to mention we made characters like very unlikable, and then there's character derailment too. Man, I really gotta eat something. I have to finish up this run, and then it will be the hot dogs. Through. Since these are like the Lost adventures, they must take place between the seasons we already saw. Maybe, Horatio moment, or maybe they take place after the finale. Didn't they leave shortly after returning? This must have taken years to do. I don't think they did it like automatically. They had to do it because like it was a time skip. They didn't have time. They had to like include all of that. They couldn't just like show that they're moving on immediately right after they got back to Earth. They just had to do it so they can add whatever they could to the finale. So whatever we saw could show what happened afterwards, or maybe in between the seasons. Who knows? Oh. It seems they left in the coming weeks, to be honest. Oh well, we'll know if Pops is in it, and he probably is. we gotta keep in mind that bobas are basically very trendy, so I guess Mordecai Rigby kind of got into that stuff right when they returned to Earth, because we never saw them drinking bobas before. It's usually just coffees and sodas, so this has to be like a new experience for them. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm guessing this takes place after the events of a regular epic final battle. I just really hope they don't do the love romance stuff for regular show, the Lost Tapes. Maybe the crew knew that wasn't working, which is why they didn't add that to season 7. But what if they add it to Lost Tapes? I do not want to see it. Please, I do not want to see cringy stuff. I don't want to see, like, unnecessary episodes or character derailment and stuff. I don't want to see that. I just want to see the characters having fun, wacky, weird scenarios and stuff. 80s music. You know, the stuff that made regular show. I'm already seeing people being unable to tell if it's rigged or not. Well, at least I'm not the only one thinking it's rigged. And I'm not saying rigged because there's a character called Rigby. Let's see. Exactly. More fun, chaotic, unhinged like early season. Let's bring back the funny faces they made in the early season. Yeah, I think we already got that with Mordecai doing his freaking cross-eyed Crash Bandicoot looking face in the clip we saw. Seriously, what was up with that, Mordecai? What? I want more video game episodes in regular show. Don't we all? Yeah, video game episodes of regular show were awesome. They were definitely what made it awesome to begin with. You got Rage Against the TV, you got Video Game Wizards, you got Gamers Never Say Die, and then you got stuff from the Format Wars. Unibrow Jeremy! No! I don't want Jeremy with a... No! Jeremy already has a unibrow! I think. I mean, he gets mad. Do not have Jeremy in the Lost Tapes. JG, don't put Jeremy in Lost Tapes, okay? Don't put Jeremy in Lost Tapes. I still gotta do my Bob plus Jeremy crossover. Yeah, and I also gotta add, Stuart drinking that pink lemonade drink. I'm still doing that. It pays homage to what he drank in the first Minions movie. I watched Rage Against the TV an hour ago. Unibrow Jeremy. No. I can't stop thinking about it. Why? We know Jeremy has a unibrow. I mean, he gets mad. But did it have to be over Mordecai's eyes? Let the animators do what they want. And give High Five Ghost more episodes. Yes! He was not developed at all in regular show. We barely got any development with this character. He was primarily just there to be with Muscle Man, or just to be there. That's what I don't get. He's voiced by J.G. Quintel as well. You would think he would get some episodes about him, but mostly we got was the postcard, which was absolutely adorable. Why can't we get more episodes like that? We got a key. Residential level 4. Stop it with the ads! Well, I'm glad the run was over before I got the ad. You have enough resources to reveal what's next. Yeah, in like 2 days. Yeah, I already completed one. Ooh, ornament.
Oh, hello, papagena. Tu l'es bella con la papaya.
Well, you saw me playing Minion Rush. You saw an ad about, like, I don't know what that was, like matching stuff. And then you heard me talking about the regular show. I think Stuart's face alone is how I feel about Cartoon Network and Warner Brothers treating the Lost Tapes already. They have to do something. They gotta do something. What should they do? I don't know. Maybe have a full trailer of what to expect for the show, a merchandise line with toys. You know, that could help Warner Brothers. You know, if you make toys of regular show like you did with the actual show, yeah. Like merchandise from either Toys R Us or Spencer's or Hot Topic. That would be good to at least have some merchandise to promote the show. That could help. But I highly doubt you're going to do that. My mom's making hot dogs for dinner. I'm going to be having that with my ramen. Or they could rent out a billboard on Times Square like when they did it for Close Enough. Oh yeah, I remember they did that. One of the only few times where they actually show respect for Close Enough. And I don't want Close Enough to be Lost Media. Why do you want it to be Lost Media? Put Close Enough on Adult Swim. That way JJ can have 2 shows. It wouldn't hurt to put Close Enough at least for reruns on Adult Swim. I get that TBS did air Close Enough, but they only had seasons 1 and 2. They didn't air season 3 on there. What? No, they didn't air season 3 at all. Really, that show feels like it's lost media. A full trailer still would have been great. We're gonna have to wait. More waiting. Oh my gosh. I predict maybe we might get a full trailer in April? Yeah, they might do stuff once they get closer to the release date. But I'll have much to look forward to because next month is going to be the Super Mario Galaxy movie, Bob plus Jeremy, and Chad and Jeremy Day on April 16th. I gotta get foods for Chad and Jeremy Day! You already know what to get. Yeah, Cosmic Brownies for Chad, Marshmallows for Jeremy. I get it. I'll draw Unibrow Jeremy. Bro, you do that, and I'm gonna have to draw Unibrow Jeremy for Bob plus Jeremy drawings. That doesn't sound too bad. Yeah, show it to me later, Zook. I gotta get ready for dinner. Mom's making hot dogs. See ya. I'll be on our usual time.
Oh,
All right.
hello, papagena. Tu l'es bella con la papaya.